Okay, we do have these soaking, and if we give them a few more minutes, they should be ready to go. What you're looking for, let me grab one, is for these corms to soften up and kind of plump up. Think about these as dehydrated, and what we're looking to do is rehydrate them. So I'm gonna run around and get some errands done in the house, and then we're gonna come back to these. We are going to be planting corms today for ranunculus, and we're going to, we've done some pre-soaking, and we're gonna put them in dirt, and we're gonna get them pre-sprouted so that we can put them in the ground. Now, you could have done this weeks ago. If you're anyone who is like me, you might have been busy, and so we're gonna start them today. We'll still give them a head start, and we'll still put them in the ground. We have like a week more of cold weather, so they'll appreciate being put in the dirt here, and we're gonna go through that and we'll get going. Here we go. Okay, so we are soaking them. Now, I had them in a mason jar and I drained that water because it does get a little filthy. So here is the current water they're in, and they've only been in here for a little bit of time. I actually had soaked them and then got busy, so I had to take them out and let them dehydrate again. When they dehydrate, they look a little like this, and then by pre-soaking them, you're actually giving them time to rehydrate so that they take to the soil. Now, what we're gonna do today is put them in a tray like this. What this does is, this is a little layer of dirt. I've actually taken this dirt from other potting soil that I had, and we're gonna add some nutrients, and then we're gonna put the ranunculus corms in here. We're gonna let them pre-sprout. They will get sun from the window, and then we're gonna put them into the landscaping. So, okay, we're not gonna wear gloves for this part. In fact, we're going to just dig right in, and what we're gonna do is move a lot of the dirt to one side, because you do not need these to root down. They're going to root, but then they're going to sprout up, of course. So we just need a shallow amount of dirt. Put the corm in just like that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. And these will actually naturalize while they're in the soil, which means they will create duplicates of themselves. And when we pull them up before the winter, because here in the Pacific Northwest, we can't leave them in the ground. It's just too cold for them here. Here's a good looking one. This one you probably could split, but we're not going to. We're gonna just put it right in there. And what I was saying is that at the end of the year, when it does get really cold, like it does here, the winter months, we'll pull them up, clip them off. So here's where the plant growth comes out. We'll clip them at the head, we'll dry them out, and we will store them for the winter. And then you do this again where you add water, moisture, and then you put them back in soil, and you do it all over again. It's pretty easy. Now, these may actually not be successful because, like I said, I had soaked them, got busy, took them out of the soaking water because I needed to do something for a couple days, and I'm putting it back in. So hopefully it doesn't harm them. But let's just add soil on top. Actually, let's show you. This is what they look like. You can see right here, we're just putting them in a shallow amount of dirt, and then we're just gonna cover this up. And then we'll add some moisture, add some toner, I'll show you what we use. We use a Spoma for our soil toner. So that is allowing us to add nutrients back to the soil. And we stopped right about, I'm gonna put this right about there, so we can use the second half for other corums, other plants that we have. We might even do, let me see what we've got, one second.
Okay, so this was the only other thing I had. This is actually a bulb. So let's just put it in there and see what it does. This is shamrock covering. So this is a ground cover. This is what it looks like. And let's go ahead and put them right in there. We're gonna add some more soil to the top, but before we do that, we're gonna add Biotone fertilizer, which is an organic fertilizer that you can buy. We have a supplier here in Pasco, Washington, but different, you can buy it online. I've actually purchased it on Amazon. Oops, I don't think that one made it up. I've actually purchased it on Amazon, but you definitely, if you're using it regularly, you want a larger supply. So our ranunculus is up here. Our bulbs are back there for our shamrock. And let me go ahead and add some soil and some toner, and we'll catch up at the end. Okay, you guys, that's all we had. Let me move this. That's all we had for today. It was pre-sprouting ranunculus corums. The seed is called a corum, and you can soak those overnight. Mostly you kind of want to soak them for 2 to 3 hours.